what I've got to talk about now, I'm so nervous talking about this because I never want you to be overwhelmed to the point that you feel like you shut down. I want you to know that there are steps you can take to control things. What I'm about to share with you is messy, and I don't want to overemphasize it, I just want to make you aware of it. So one of the ways that the Equifax breach started becoming clear to people who work in database management and work in security for people's personal information was there was an unusual spike in activity of criminals trying to take over people's brokerage accounts and steal money from their brokerage accounts. Because, hey, people go where the money's buried, right? And the segment of the population has a lot of money in investments. That's who they were targeting. So they had all the questions that you need to be able to answer to verify identity with a bank, a brokerage house, an insurance company, anybody like that, to change what the instructions were on the account, to order sales of securities, to order wiring of all the money out of your bank account, whatever. So now we have this additional risk. One of the things I want you to know is that a lot of businesses have their accounts set up with a bank where they can send electronic wires. A lot of people, individuals with brokerage houses and mutual fund companies have setups where you just go on the computer, you sign into your account, and you send a wire.
Yep.
And then the money's gone. Right now, if you are a business owner, do not have permissions in place with your bank for wires, electronic wires.
Freeze that.
Everything has to be done where it's manually done, you're verified and all that, because the criminals now have the ability, with the information they have, to contact, do a reset of password. They now have your account. They change the wiring instructions. Your money's gone before you realize it. Time to meet payroll for your workers. There's no money there. So you want no electronic wiring instructions on any business account. For consumers, so with your accounts, you can set up something known as two-factor authentication. Very few people have done it. I have with my mutual fund company something where my voice is my password. And so every one of us has a unique voice pattern. If your mutual fund company, the company that handles your 401k, whatever, if they have two-factor authentication where your voice is used to verify, do that, set that up. If they don't, like with your bank account, set up the thing where they text you a one-time use code for access to your account. Now that brings up one of the areas that I just am so nervous to talk about because I don't want to freak you out. The criminals also have the information needed right now with Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile to take over your cell phone account.
It's getting worse.
Yeah. So never use the same password for your cell phone account that you use for your bank account, because then the criminals can, within minutes, change the access to your phone. They can then use that with the two-factor authentication. They're the ones that get the one-time use code instead of you. So I don't want to dwell too much on this because that brings us to the fourth area, which is the banks, the brokerage houses, the insurance companies, Social Security Administration. They're all going to have to use new procedures to verify your identity, because the problem today is they all use the databases of Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian to verify and validate your identity, and now that's broken. So they have to come up with new ways to do that. What I want you to do, if you have a lot of money, how many people have a lot of money? All right, so if you are one, like Craig, you have a lot of money like Craig.
No.
I mean, look at these shoes, Craig. Can you please show Craig's shoes?
But Clark would be proud because I got a deal on these shoes.
So my shoes were $19. His were on sale for $1,900. His socks cost more than my shoes.
If I could get away with it, I would dress like you. But
so he's a
my
man,
bosses are not going to go for that.
He's a man with money, so this is really for him.
You're crazy.
I want you to check your accounts every single day, like housekeeping. I want you, before you go to bed, just to make sure there's no funny business with your accounts. Funny business, the tip-off every day would be if you suddenly can't access to your account, that's when you know you need to call the 24-hour security line with whoever you have your bank account with, brokerage account, or whatever. Just have the app check your account each day, make sure everything seems fine. And this is a temporary step till the financial sector comes up with a new way to verify identity and verify that before account changes take place.